In August 1914, when the war breaks out, not one army has got any head protection. The British Army go to war with a field service cap. The Germans are wearing the pickelhaube, which is made mainly out of leather or felt or whatever they can get, so no head protection there. It takes them almost 2 years before they start producing a steel helmet. And these are the two main types. This is the British Brodie helmet. You can see there, very famous helmet. Started issuing the Brodie about April-May 1916, just before the Battle of the Somme. This is the German 1916 pattern. You can see typical German design there. Look at that. Really, really well done. Started issuing about February, March 1916, just before the Battle of Verdun. And this is the helmet they used throughout the war and up until the 1930s. One of the weapons synonymous with the First World War, of course, is poison gas. The Germans used it first in April 1915, and you can imagine what happened. We had no defence at that time at all. People were using handkerchiefs, puttees, anything they can to wrap around their face to stop them breathing in the gas. Obviously, this couldn't go on. We had to produce a gas mask. And this is one of the first types we produce, the gas hood. Now, basically, it's a hood, cloth hood. The cloth is impregnated with chemicals, which stops the gas coming through the cloth. You've got a little valve here which allows you to breathe out but not in. Now you breathe in through the cloth. I'll give you a quick demonstration how it's used. So you get it on as quickly as you can. So you tuck it into your tunic to stop the gas getting underneath, like so. And you start breathing. Now you can see it's quite difficult to breathe in this sort of mask, and when you breathe in this mask the eyepieces tend to steam up, so not the best. Now by 1917 gas has moved on. We've gone from chlorine gas into what you call the harsher gas, mustard gas, phosgene gas. You need something more sophisticated than the gas hood. So what we got here is the box respirator. Now this is a Second World War version, but the First World War is basically the same. So you've got a nice filter in the box here, which you put in a haversack, and you place this on as quickly as you can. I'm not going to put it on fully, like so. Now to wear this for any length of time must have been absolutely horrendous. I wouldn't fancy doing it. But there you go, it's what they had to do. Now one thing you need is a warning system. Every trench has got a gas warning system. Normally an old piece of shell case, something like that, probably a lot bigger than that actually. But this is how it works. You literally just bang. And as soon as you hear that noise, you know gas is on its way, and you get your gas mask on as quickly as possible. Here are our various grenades from the First World War. You've got the British Mills bomb here, and I'll show you on the practice grenade how it's used. You put your thumb over the arm like that and you pull the pin. Now it won't go off as long as you press that arm into the grenade, but as soon as you let go the arm flies up, the grenade is armed. They got it down to a 4-second fuse, which is not a lot of time. Now here's the German grenade. This is the German stick grenade. You can see this is meant for distance because you can get a really good swing with that and launch it. But blast wise, this is the far better bomb. This thing here is a very early German grenade. You see the difference between the early grenade and the one they bring out later in the war, the stick grenade. This is your number 1 Mark III Lee Enfield rifle. This is a standard British rifle of the First World War. Pretty simple to use, range of well over a mile. Just give you a quick demonstration. It takes 2 clips of 5 bullets. 1 clip of 5, press it in, Another clip of 5, press that in, and away you go. Dead simple. These are various types of shells used in the First World War. Of course, you can see by the state they're battlefield pickups. They've been underground for over 100 years. These are 18-pounder shrapnel shells. If you you've got to take the fuse top off. See, it's hollow inside. Now that would have been full shrapnel balls. Now you can imagine this going off in mid-air, raining down shrapnel balls on top of you. Not a nice thing. This shell here is a heavier shell, probably a howitzer, some sort of howitzer. It's the weight on these shells. I can just about lift this one up. Really, really weighty things. A rare battlefield find here. This is a caltrop, or crow's foot as it was known. A simple weapon made up of nails or metal spikes arranged in such a manner that when it's tossed onto the ground, one of the spikes always points upwards. A nasty injury would be caused to any animal or human who trod on one. They would also blow the tyres of any motor vehicle which drove over one. This is a Lee Enfield rifle picked up from the battlefields of World War I. It's been underground for over 100 years. All the wood has rotted away, but the metal is still intact, and when it was found it still had ammunition in the magazines. This is a First World War memorial plaque, or death plaque, or dead man's penny, as it became generally known. These plaques were 4.75 inches in diameter, cast in bronze, and bear the inscription, "He or she died for freedom and honour," with a small box in the right hand corner bearing the deceased person's name. These plaques were issued after the war to the next of kin of all those who died serving in the British and Commonwealth forces during World War I. Around 1,150,000 were issued. About 600 of these were named to women. December 1914, Princess Mary, daughter of George V, decided to give every single soldier and sailor in Britain's armed forces a Christmas present of a brass embossed tin containing either cigarettes and tobacco or chocolate. 2,620,000 of these were issued for Christmas 1914. This is a silk postcard, known to the troops of silks. These were made by Belgian and French peasants who sold them to the British soldiers, and the soldiers were sending home to their loved ones.